Hi there, I'm Lima, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about Jaeger-LeCoutre. I'm thrilled to share with you that last week I did a visit to the manufacturer of the brand, where I can see all the process of the manufacture of their watches, from start to the finest details of the watch. And I'm thrilled also to share my last addition to my collection. It was a Jaeger-LeCoutre, a Reverso, the tribute, one of the tribute editions, but with the annual calendar, moon phase, and a second time zone. Jaeger-LeCoutre has been for many times the epitome of the Swiss watchmaking, as the watchmaker of the watchmakers. A mechanism for, I believe, almost all the brands, with the exception of Rolex. The nickname have a reason. They made movements to almost all the brands, with the exception of Rolex. All the movements are exposed in a special place, in a spiral in the museum. It's very nice to see. They also have exposed a book where they show that in the early 90s you can see names of orders of brands like Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin. It's incredible to see the history that this brand have. Stepping into their factory, it was like stepping into Orlogical wonderland. And you can imagine why. The craftsmanship they put into the watches, the attention they do to the detail in every timepieces, from a simple Reverso to the most complicated watch they have. And I saw some of the most special pieces they have, and I have opportunity to try it on my wrist, and it was a very nice experience to do that. The Reverso in particular holds a special place in the hearts of a lot of connoisseurs and collectors around the world. But a short storyteller about how the Reverso came up. Basically around the 1930s, a Swiss businessman and also a watch collector traveling around the world, he stopped in India, he attended to a polo match, and he saw that someone broke the glass of the watch. When he came back, he had a meeting with Mr. Jacques David Jaeger-LeCoutre, the owner of LeCoutre Manufacture, and there's where the Reverso came. So you can see in the museum they have shown the patent and the starting of all the projects, all the details made by hand in the piece of paper, where you can see the process to create these timepieces. So many consider the Reverso dress watch. I'm one of those persons, but actually I think it was one of the first sport watches in the world. Now with this reversible case, it's not only a timepiece but also a work of art. With time it conquered my heart. I have to tell you that 1 year ago I didn't like the watch. I hated it. A lot of people talking about the watch and I simply hate it. I cannot explain you why. But it took time. It's like start to appreciating and good wine, and with time and some people involved, for example my AD, where I buy some brands, he also represents Jaeger-LeCoutre. Every time I was there he came to show me some models so I can try it, and we're talking about the brand while I drink a nice cognac, and every time different models, different colors, and I said, oh, no, it's not my kind of watch, I don't like it, I will never buy a watch like this. But yeah, with time the thing started to grow on me, and now I really like this watch. I don't know when exactly happened, but I know that one time I went there to pick another watch and I asked him, hey, please put the last Reverso you had shown me, if you have in stock, because I'm going to buy that also. So here's my short story with the Reverso watch. So I ended up buying a Reverso. It's this exactly watch. I bought the Reverso annual calendar, where in the main dial it's in white. It comes with two blue straps. This one full leather, and another strap with a mix of leather and fabric, more sporty, and honestly I prefer to see me wearing the watch with this bracelet. But depends the kind of clothes I'm wearing. The last time I wore the watch was with a full leather bracelet, but this watch is very nice. It's one of the biggest case that the brand have, and I think that's when I did the click, because every time I saw and I try Reversos was the basic models, not so high in profile and smaller than this, and I feel I'm used to have watches. I believe the minimum I have is 40 millimeters, and seeing such a small piece on my wrist, yeah, I didn't like it. But this one, it has presence and weight, and I really like it. Main dial we have, so the month, the day of the week, the day of the month, the time of course, and the moon phase. When you turn back the watch, you have a magnificent blue dial where you can see the time and if it's day or night. This is to use like a second time zone, but I actually use it depending on what I am wearing and what kind of bracelet I'm wearing. And actually when I'm using these bracelets, I love to see the watch with this blue dial, and you're going to see it's incredible. So now for me, putting this watch on my wrist is really a special thing to do, because I'm using a piece of history, and on my wrist I have one of the best brands of watches in the world, I have no doubt. And the icon of the brand, I don't have any doubt, is the Reverso. I think all collectors must have a Jaeger-LeCoutre in his collection, and it should be a Reverso. But besides the traditional of the watch and the case, they have to adapt to the new times, and we live in new times where we like to change straps. We like it with different colors, with different materials. I already ordered 2 new straps, one in Bordeaux and one in fabric gray and black, because with the white tile you have, I think, all kind of combinations. It will always look good. And they also, to do that, they made a quick release of the strap. That for me is not very easy to do, I have to confess, and I will show you. Taking off the bracelet of the watch is very easy process. Where the problem comes is to change after that is this part here. So you have around here a small place where it said push, but press and hold. Yeah, not so hard to take off, but now putting on is going to be another thing, because I cannot find a way to put it quickly on my wrist. In my visit I told them that, but hey, I'll be back in a minute, because this is going to take a little time, okay? This took some time, but yeah, now is with the other bracelet. Like I told you, I prefer to use it, and on the wrist this watch have some weight and feel, and yeah, I really start to appreciate this watch. It's nice. Yeah, definitely it was a timepiece I wanted to put on my collection, and this was like, I will buy the watch and have to be now, and the time passes, and I think I like even more the watch. Every day I like a little bit more of this watch, and that's a good thing. When I was choosing the right Reverso to buy, there's one watch that I wanted to buy first. It was the Chrono, the new one they launched. I don't know if they already start delivering the watch, but I had the opportunity to try it when I visit the Manufacture, and the watch is crazy beautiful. Crazy. And if I have to buy the watch, it has to be in this exactly color, and the gold gives a special touch to the watch and a feeling of luxury. So I really like this watch, and probably is going to be my next purchase, because like I told you, I'm starting to love the brand. I really like the Reverso, and the Chrono is a very, very special watch. About price, the retail price of this watch is 80,000. You can buy it with a little discount if you have a good relation with your AD. I don't see these watches appreciating a lot, but I also don't see depreciating, and that's a good thing. So you will always have your money there. And another thing, I think the search and demand for this watch is going to increase. This is a beautiful timepiece, and I think people starting to get tired of waiting for Rolex and always the same Rolex, AP, Patek and the Nautilus. But yeah, and I believe people is going to start looking at this watch, because like me, I was at first not a watch collector but a brand collector, because I always buy Rolex, AP, and I was between those two brands, bought also Vacheron Constantin, but now and with time I start to like it, more watches than brands, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this watch. This will never have the demand of a Submariner, but they also will not produce so much Reversos like Rolex produce Submariners. So I believe in the future this watch will increase in prices, and I think the demand for Rolex is going to decrease. And like I told you, I'm using today a Rolex, but I don't see this watch losing money. And when the Chrono comes to the market, go check it. It's an amazing watch. It's a little bit more expensive than this one. I think the ideal is to have both, because here you have a second time zone. You also can have a second time zone with the Chrono, and the skeleton of the Chrono side is wow. I love that watch. I hope you enjoy it, this glimpse about Jaeger-LeCoutre and my visit to the factory. And I hope you like my new purchase, the Reverso. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it. And thanks for watching. Ciao.